Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled recently released, and according to Nitro Fueled, the game is the third biggest launch of 2019 for the UK charts. Both Resident Evil 2 Remake and Days Gone are on the top spots. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is actually the second remake in the series, making the game the second biggest launch for the series in the UK, but just right below Insane Trilogy. These numbers only cover the game's physical sales and not the digital sales.
Have you been a good girl?
The Final Fantasy VII Remake had been challenging, said Chief Executive Officer and President of Square Enix Yusuke Matsuda. He further explains that in order to have a remake, it is supposed to be better than the original. Straight reprints of games are not enough because you also want a new audience to enjoy the game. The old fans will already love the game as a remake, but you would also want new people to enjoy it too. In order to achieve both these things is the challenge in making the remake.
Get going.
Hitman 2's first expansion is live, and it brings Agent 47 to New York. The campaign mission available is called The Bank. This will come with new tools that can be unlocked by accomplishing challenges and achievements. Every successful assassination will grant you points that will increase your mastery level of New York. This is available as part of the Hitman Expansions Pass as the expansion pack 1 for $39.99 US dollar. If you bought the gold edition, it will come with the game and expansions.
Tell me, do you knit those sweaters yourself? Or does your wife do that?
It looks like Diablo 4 is well on the way, as it has been reported that Blizzard employees were already able to see it. There had also been some job postings from the studio, and they're looking for a lead character artist and a lead concept artist, with the description saying that the work will be on a new and announced Diablo project. Having emphasis on knowing the series is a key. Whether the game will be Diablo 4 or like the previous mobile Diablo Immortal spin-off is yet to be seen. Dota Underlords is off to a great start with its open beta. As seen on Steam's concurrent players stats, 170,000 people were playing the game on the day of the launch, and as of today, the game has reached 202,334 concurrent players. The game also ranked the fourth most played game when it launched, and it just sits behind CSGO, PUBG, Dota 2, and Rainbow Six Siege. Underlords is also available on mobile via the Google Play Store and has since been downloaded more than 100,000 times. The maiden NFL 20 official PC system requirements has been announced, and the game would at least need an FX 4330 or an i3 4350 processor. The needed free hard drive space is about 48.5 gigabytes, and the minimum graphics card is either a Radeon RX 460 or a GeForce GTX 660. The recommended processor is an FX 4330 or an i3 4350. The graphics card should either be a Radeon R9 270X or a GeForce GTX 670. Maiden NFL 20 is set to launch on August 2nd for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Blazing Chrome, a Contra and Metal Slug inspired game from Joy Master, has been announced. The game will be coming to PC on July 11. With the game's announcement comes a new action-packed gameplay trailer. The game promises a combination of exciting action and very powerful weaponry. Get to play as Suhalia, a razor girl with a robotic arm, or Raijin, a deadly ninja. Enjoy the game's fast-paced, side-scrolling, and vertical gameplay and beat all robotic all enemies come July 11th. Codemasters shared that a day one patch will be arriving with F1 2019, which will be addressing some bugs for the DirectX 12. The patch will resolve the crash issues when geometric culling is enabled on the RX graphics cards of AMD. The patch will also fix the crash issues when changing from windowed mode to full screen on the X12. Also, the crashes that occur when on NVIDIA's GTX 970 in the X12 has been addressed by these patch. F1 2018 will be launching on June 28 for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Fortnite's 14 Days of Summer event has kicked off, and each day player will get something new. In Battle Royale, a new item will be available each day for 24 hours during this event. There will also be a new limited time mode that will be featured each day with new daily challenges and free rewards. There will also be new outfits and so much more, which you can check in the item shop. In Save the World, there will be new quests every day to get the hottest summer party around. The upcoming first-person horror game, Silver Chain's launch date has been announced, and developers Head Up Games shared a gameplay trailer to celebrate. The game emphasizes on story and exploration, which is set in an old abandoned manor. There will also be some puzzles to solve and clues to search for. The game is said to be inspired by the Resident Evil series, Dead by Daylight, Layers of Fear, and Outlast. Silver Chains is set to launch on August 7th, and it will be available to be played on PC. The devs of Fallout 76 were able to share a list of its deadliest creatures for the upcoming Battle Royale mode called Nuclear Winter. The mode is currently in the beta mode right now. The top 5 creatures that were shared are the extra crispy Scorched Beast, glowing Mirelurk Hunters, mutant hounds, regular Mirelurkers, and the feral Ghost Stalkers. Bethesda noted that 90,000 players had been killed by one of these creatures. The second cause of death, though, is the falling off cliffs, which is 70,000.
Find our place in the cosmos and build a new home among the stars.
Our feature deal for today is Strategy Management Government, a game from Mothership Entertainment called Avon Colony. You can get the best price for the game with us now for €581 as compared to $29.99 on Steam. You will save 79% on your CDK purchase, and if you get this game today through our trusted stores, to check out more of our deals, just type !deal in this room set now. Go to allkeyshop.com now and compare CDK prices and get the best deal for your money.
GamesBeat creative director Paul Sage recently shared that the main campaign for Borderlands 3 lasts approximately 35 hours. Playtime is usually a very sensitive area for many developers because the sweet spot is subjective to player-based genre, gameplay, and more. However, most would argue that 35 hours for the main campaign is a decent bet based on the game's predecessors. It is also worth noting that 35 hours is a rough estimate and will vary depending on playstyle and skill capacity.
Well, well.
Hitman 2's expansion pass has arrived and it comes bearing seemingly endless possibilities. Players that possess the expansion pass have access to the Golden Handshake campaign mission, which takes place in New York. As Agent 47, you will be tasked with taking care of Athena Savalas and acquiring data from a bank vault. Banks are generally known for their ability to secure items of high value, which makes for the perfect playground for the silent assassin.
Ridiculous. They have no idea. Tell them.
Blizzard has announced that the World of Warcraft's Midsummer Fire Festival begins next week. The festival is expected to span from June 21 to July 5 and takes place in major Horde and Alliance cities. If you're level 20 and above, you can use the group finder to join in a fight against the Ice Lord Ahun each day. Should you conquer the beast, you will receive Satchel of Shield Goods, which contains holiday loot. Also, you can earn XP and gold by completing daily quests. Maxis has been constantly improving upon the Sims 4's gameplay experience since it launched in 2014, the addition of new expansions and game packs. The Island Living expansion is no exception to the developer's efforts to preserve its loyal player base. This expansion places less weight on mechanics and more on the feel of a specific place, Solani. The Island Living expansion comes with a host of new content that you must try if you haven't already done so.
Looking to the future always brings us back.
Destiny 2's game director Luke Smith has expressed that Destiny 2 players are to expect a fix to an exotic weapon in July of this year. According to the director, the fix is a delicate matter as the goal is to preserve overall work-life balance. The weapon in question is the Lord of Wolves, which a weapon which had previously received an adjustment, rendering it much more powerful than intended. As expected, it quickly became an issue in the PvP Crucible mode, making it disturbingly imbalanced.
They rise again. And in the dark below, something wicked has awakened.
A demo for totally reliable delivery service is currently available in open beta. As you may have guessed, the game is about a delivery service whose reputation is contingent on how reliable you are. In the game, delivery deadlines are close and distractions are abundant. There are tons of other interesting things to do which are so alluring that they often take precedence over delivering packages to easily perturbed, disgruntled clients. You can try the demo for free until July 8, 2019. CD Projekt is reluctant to include a morality system in Cyberpunk 2077. This news came via words of Quest director Matthias Tomasquez. The director explained that the developers wish not to usher the players onto any set path so they may make their own authentic choices and reap the rewards face of the repercussions of their own actions. This is a welcomed approach by the gaming community and will be one of the more celebrated attributes of the game when it launches on April 16, 2019. Nomad Studios' platformer adventure game Gris is getting a physical release for the Nintendo Switch. This is coming courtesy of Special Reserve Games and I Am 8-Bit, who are known for aiding indie developers of this nature. On top of buying the game physically, there are 3 different bundles that you can purchase with the game. The physical release is currently available for pre-order and will remain as such until the 17th of July 2019. The Bandai Namco official Twitter account published a tweet stating that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot will contain backstories that had gone unmentioned in the manga. This is certainly extremely exciting news for fans of the hit anime series and aspiring players. When the game releases in 2020, players will likely comb through every crevice of its content to uncover these untold backstories. No one has confirmed any specific details of the said content, which intensifies the anticipation even more. Traxmaster Software has announced that Exception is making its way to the Nintendo Switch in the summer 2019. If you don't already know, Exception is a game that sports an old school vibe with a modern rotating twist that utilizes today's 3D technology. According to the developer, it has a low skill floor which makes it accessible to players at all levels of skill capacity. However, it also has a competitive element to it which appeals especially to professional speedrunner gamers. Quantic Dream is pleased to release one of its most popular action-adventure titles, Heavy Rain, on PC through the Epic Game Store. The developer has also made a free demo version of the game available for all PC players. Now, you can try the game for free, then take a more educated approach before purchasing it. Become one of the many indulged in the mind-bending thriller experience where you hunt for the notorious origami killer. In addition, Heavy Rain is fully optimized for PC. Our feature deal for today is strategy real-time tactics game from Mimimi Productions called Shadow Tactics Blade of the Shogun. You can get the best price for the game with us now for €4 as compared to €39.99 on Steam. You will save 90% on your CD key purchase if you get this game today through our trusted stores. To check out more of our deals, just type !deal in the stream chat now. Go to allkeyshop.com to compare CD key prices and get the best deal for your money.